Welcome to the May 2nd Ankrum Town Planning Board. Jay, can you call the roll first, please?
Rocco,
Present.
Aaron Robertson,
Present.
Palmer Irving,
Here.
Ann Rader,
Here.
Philip Pack,
Here.
Tom Grondola,
On Zoom.
on Zoom,
On Zoom.
Donald Pack,
Here.
and then the Town of Ankrum Town Board also appointed an alternate. I am not calling Jessica's name because I would like a planning board motion to accept her appointment.
I make a motion to accept Jessica, the new alternate member to the planning board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Welcome, Jessica. Her last name is Lovelace. Yeah, so,
Lovely.
Lovely.
okay, approval of the minutes, we're gonna move to the end. Correspondence, Jay, anything that we
Yeah.
should know about?
So thank you all for attending the training. If you were unable to log in because of Zoom problems or because it was confusing, you weren't sure about which link to use. The Zoom was recorded. I will get recordings to you shortly, and then I will ask that you self-certify. The applications that have public hearings, the two Warner Brothers pictures, public hearings were sent to the Columbia County Planning
We're gonna
Board.
do them together.
They received them and sent back that it was a temporary use, not requiring referral because of the consent or memorandum of consent between the Ankrum Town Board and the CCTV.
Okay, so we can go forward. Okay, there's two public hearings for Warner Brothers. One is for 80. No, I didn't. Is there any conflicts? Anybody have a problem with any of the applications? Seeing no one, hearing no one. Okay, we're fine. No conflicts. Okay. Old business, the Warner Brother Pictures have two public hearings because of two locations, 89 Crest Lane and Nivers Road. Nivers Road. So I'd like to open the two public hearings. I'd like to do them simultaneously because they're basically the same. They're just separate.
Can we do them separately?
If you want, I don't see the reason to, but okay, we'll do 89 Crest Lane. Is there anybody here from Warner Brothers? Please come up.
Can I get a motion for the public hearing?
Yeah, come up. Can I get a motion to open the public hearing, please?
I move to open the public
Just
hearing.
because nobody can see one. So
Oh, yeah.
behind the first row, Jim.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's great.
Right
And we can see you.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Who was the second on that?
Okay, could you just give us a brief overview of what's gonna go on and when it's gonna go on and,
Warner Brothers Filming, we're looking to film, for 2 days in Ankrum. And 1 day is at 89 Crest Lane on private property. The second day is on Nivers Road. We've, been in contact with the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. They're gonna have 2 personnel on site with us. We've been in, it wasn't asked, but we've been in touch with the Ankrum Fire Company. And they're looking to see if they have anybody that can be with us, because we just like to, the more the merrier. We're prepping on Monday, May 13th, on the 89 Crest Lane property, where it's cars driving on rural roads that are supposed to look like country roads. There's an altercation between the people driving and the police. And it's kind of, I think we called it cops and robbers last time, altercation there. So we'll be filming 2 days there, and then we're gonna do, on the second day, when it's the Wednesday, we'll be ending the night, at Nivers Road, to where it's a scene in all 1930s vehicles, driving down Nivers, doing a U-turn on the road. Both locations will, I brought the notification letter that we'd like to hand out to people with just my contact, and so, just notifying the neighbors in the local area. We would, for the picture, when we're filming, we would like to temporarily ask non-1930s vehicles, to hold while we're just rolling, so we all see them in the frame. And we do that with the assistance of the Columbia County Sheriff's officers that will be with us on site. We're gonna be, we're looking forward to coming up and showcasing the beautiful scenery.
Are those the dates we talked about last
Yeah,
month?
Yeah,
Okay,
nothing's changed there. We're locked in our schedule. We're on our 5th week of filming now. Everything's on schedule. Everything's going really well, and it's been a long 5 weeks in New York, and I think everybody's very looking forward to coming and spending some time up here for a week. So the crew is very happy.
Board?
What's that?
You send those notifications out.
Yeah. The last time when we spoke,
Yeah.
it was, you all had sent your notifications out, and then upon this meeting, we were gonna just send our information to the people on the road and stuff.
use the same list we used.
Yeah,
Anybody in the board have questions?
Days and nights?
it's all daytime filming. The shot on Nivers is dusk. But it's all, our tentative schedule is like 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Give or take a little bit, but it's all planned for daytime.
So Jenny's on lighting for dusk.
Yeah, tiny bit, but nothing, it's pretty lean, and we want to keep it natural. A little bit of like atmosphere haze, just to create scenery and stuff like that. But,
How many trucks do you think? The whole thing?
approximately, we'll have like 8 tractor trailers. That will base camp, not at Crest Lane. We'll have like maybe about 6 box trucks at Crest Lane with the equipment and stuff like that.
Where the tractor trailer's gonna base them?
Ingram Construction Company.
Okay,
And then we're gonna feed the crew at Camp Ann. Both days, and then we're working with a couple of just different farms to park a couple of the base, like crew vehicles and stuff like that. And then we're working with a handful of neighbors on the road. On Crest Lane, while we're filming, to park some vehicles in their driveways and stuff like that. Safety's always first. Anytime if there's an emergency, we stop filming, we open the street and, assist however we can to make sure that everything is, done properly.
Anybody else? Questions?
gunfire?
Thoughts?
There is gunfire in the scene with the conflict between the cops.
You have one of them armor people?
We would have an army. We would, and the sheriff's office, they inspect everything.
The sheriff's office is.
Yeah.
What that,
They'll be with us on site the whole time we're here, helping with stuff, and they inspect the weapons.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to know.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty because of what's happened recently, it's very,
Makes sense.
and it's always been the case, like even before, what happened on the film shoot of Rust, it's standard protocol to always, when we shoot in New York City, whenever you have a weapon on site, even if it's rubber, you show it to the appropriate personnel who is like overseeing the shoot from the city or the state or, the federal government, depending on where you shoot. Could I just show the letter that would be?
Sure.
I only printed once.
Read it into the record. It's too long to read into the record.
Yeah.
Well, I'll read the first paragraph. Warner Brothers Pictures is currently in production of a highly anticipated film, The Bride, written and directed by Maggie
John,
Gyllenhaal. The film is an all-star cast, including Christian Bale, Annette Benning, Penelope Cruz, Peter Sarsgaard, and Jesse Buckley. The Bride is a love story between Frankenstein. Oh, we have monsters too. And his bride, and the film follows Frankenstein from the creation of his true love to a whirlwind romance as they run from Chicago to New York City. So who are we?
We're near the rural roads,
In Chicago?
kind of in between.
Okay, all right. All right, just to repeat, the shooting will be Tuesday, May 14th, approximately 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Crest Lane. Wednesday, May 15th, approximately 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Crest Lane. So that's the long and the short of it. Warner Brothers is going to mail these to everybody that was on the list of the public notice, so.
I think we would, if it's possible, I'd like to just hand them out. Is that something that everybody would be?
Yeah, I
That's,
mean,
it's pretty, usually standard is, go and then you can talk to, it's, if
are
anybody.
you gonna
has any
knock on
questions,
doors? Is that,
Knock on doors.
all right, so anybody that's listening, you get a knock on the door from this gentleman. He's not here to rob you.
Remember me?
So,
Be insured as additional for the town of Akron.
Yeah, I sent over a COI. The last meeting, our policy was up to 5/1/24. So I just sent over to JL the new, the policy. Which I believe was, everything was approved there. For the
They gave
COI,
us-
we got the COI.
I received.
yeah, that was right.
Oops, I don't know if you were
So-
here to do that.
I'm assuming, all your applications and insurances and fees have been paid, so,
Yeah.
okay. So we'd like to go to the public. Anybody in the public or on Zoom have any questions or concerns, thoughts?
Nobody on Zoom.
Anybody in the audience? No, no. Back to the board. Anybody else has any questions? Okay, so I'd like to entertain.
Can you hear me?
Who are you? Where are you?
We've got,
This is Bob.
Hey,
Hi,
Bob.
Bob.
How's come you guys get to work on this great stuff? I'm jealous.
There it
you
is.
missed us already.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there I am.
How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing okay. How you guys doing?
All right, hanging in there.
Yeah, and just that my second question is, how do you get in a movie? Can I be a stand-in or something like that? You know what I mean? I always wanted to be on TV.
That we're looking to try to get you in the film, but I think you were in Florida for a tiny bit of time. So we sent some letters to Florida and we're happy to have you back. We'd love to. Starring Bob,
I'm
Christian.
just kidding. Good luck to you guys. I hope you make out all right.
What do you want to be, Bob? Frankenstein?
Well, not to play too hard, will I?
Okay, back to the board. Anything? I'd like to get a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion.
All in favor? Aye. Even though we did both at the same time, now we got to open the public hearing for Nivers Road. So can I
But
get a motion?
before we do that, just since we just went through training on procedure, that to go through, because there was a seeker that they did in here. Was there a seeker? Did I see? You did a short form.
I think
Yeah, there's a short environmental assessment form that's in here. And we should declare a next deck on that.
So first, you're going to, first, make the determination on the type of action.
Oh, so this is unlimited, I mean unlisted.
Unlisted.
Thank you. Unlimited, unlisted.
Have you reviewed the part 2 list or the type 2 list?
No. I'm gonna pull that up. Let's get that. Saw it in here. So. Because they put in for traffic and stuff, that it doesn't sound like that's really gonna happen.
Okay, here, type 2 actions, do not significantly impact the environment. Otherwise preclude from environmental review under seeker. Never require preparation of a determination of significance or a draft environmental impact statement.
And the county said it's a temporary situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you looking at NAM's forms or are you looking?
Looking at the sequel form and the
I'm looking at the
application.
state right
The
now.
state designation.
He's looking up the state one.
There should be a list of actions.
The designated that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
We need to keep that printed with us in our book.
Seriously, like, the worst.
Then unlisted action, it's all minor. Is everybody listed here gonna be on site? Or
I'm not supposed to say,
Are you on Gawkers?
yeah, yeah. But it's gonna be a full production.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah,
617.5.
yeah, I'm trying to find it.
We need to keep that printed.
I would bet they don't even cover pictures, motion pictures.
Yeah, so it's right, maintenance or repair involving no substantial change in the structure. Rehab of a structure, retrofit of a structure, agricultural farm management practices, repaving of highways, street openings. Installation of telecommunications, maintenance of existing.
Yep, go down to number 21.
Minor temporary uses of land having negligible no permanent effect. We're not using the land, we're using the street. Yeah,
Where is the street located?
well,
On the land,
the land,
I mean, when you're on Crest Lane, are you on Crest Lane? You keep saying private property, but it's Crest Lane, you're gonna be on.
he's
We're not
parking
filming
on surprise.
Crest Lane.
Okay.
We're filming on private property off of Crest Lane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
On pre-existing roads that
Yeah.
have been.
yeah, no, yeah, we have to just do this.
Yeah. Pre-existing, there's no water. I think we talked about water. There's no streams. We scouted pretty carefully.
big
this
enough.
day. Yeah, everything's temporary, no holes. On neighbors, we're working with the farmer to roll back the electric fence and make sure his livestock doesn't get out. And,
You'd be surprised.
yeah, and just always, if anybody does have any questions, my phone number's available, like always, please feel free to reach out and happy to answer. We'll be up here quite a bit on this. Probably come up here starting on Tuesday, just to kind of, start setting up the shoot. So please do, if approved.
Tuesday, the 7th.
Yeah, I'll come up on, not to do any actual work, but just, reaching out, handing out the letters to neighbors and stuff like that.
Where are you guys on?
I don't think it's.
We're staying in Kingston.
John.
Yeah, we're filming in 5 different towns.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the in-between, it's the middle point between all of them. Yeah,
You did this in 5 other towns? You're having fun.
it's just a lot of some of the other towns, it's the process isn't going in front of a planning board. It's working,
Pay the fee.
not even a fee, it's just like an LOI, like a letter with the intention, and then just getting the appropriate personnel and stuff like that, because we're working with Copay, because they're on the other side of the road. So it's just notification,
We're the only ones slowing you down.
not slowing.
Ridiculous.
It's the process, always happy to,
All right, so where are we on seeker?
I don't think it, I think it's unlisted.
It's unlisted.
Yeah, it's got.
You're thinking different, Jay? I mean, can you tell us?
Well, if it is, in your opinion, a minor temporary use of land having negligible or no permanent impact on the environment, then
Yeah.
it would be a type 2 action.
Which is
If you don't
exempt.
See it in the list, then it's a non-listed.
Oh, okay, so it is a type 2.
So it's 21.
That's 21, okay.
Okay, so we need a motion to say that it's
It's
a,
a neg deck. Well, here's
it's
the.
a
here's-
type 2.
Aaron, make the motion.
So
I'll second that.
are you asking if that's the process or are you?
Well, put it in the minutes. It's making a motion that it's a type 2.
So
So it's,
Aaron is making the motion.
yes, Erin is making a
I
motion.
second that motion.
All in favor?
Uh,
So it's a type 2 action.
So you were exempt.
And we'll make sure that it's, we have environmental people on our staff, we recycle, we, yeah, clean up the garbage, do all that stuff, so. This is our beautiful land, and we wanna keep it that way, so, you know, any.
So then.
Where were you filming in
we
the city?
can- Yeah, so now
All
we're,
over, we're filming down in lower Manhattan,
This is-
it's a 1930s
So, yeah.
film, so it's like,
I
it's
just
taken,
I
it's, you
assume
know,
With cobblestone,
cobblestone.
the driveways, the
Yeah.
roadways and stuff.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff. We've been working with the DOT. We're doing a lot of, in some of the other towns, we're doing traffic lockups, on state highways. So we've been working with the DOT to coordinate that because we want 1930s period cars going, but, yeah, it's fun to scout for because you really get to get creative and, just this last week, where we're filming tonight, which I'll leave here. And then I go to set and I work till 5 o'clock in the morning on set, after the meeting here. And we cut down a whole bunch of light poles, with the help of the DOT, and we kind of created a 1930s paradise on the Upper West Side of Manhattan where it's pretty incredible, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Are you in season?
What's that?
Are you in season for the filming? Is it
Yeah.
summer
Yeah,
or
it's-
whatever, spring?
Yeah, it's getting pretty busy and,
You're not gonna need snow or anything.
I know, the writer might get a little anxious and it's snowfall, and so we'll have to talk to the property owner. to-
Yeah, I saw one where they made the trees look like fall. Was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Well, and we'll do like visual effects stuff, you know, we will, sometimes if it's fall, you know, we'll put on leaves on trees and stuff like that to help the scenery and the vibe.
Take a one.
You'll see the picture and it's gonna be pretty incredible. But it's gonna be quick and you're gonna say, you're gonna be like, all of that for
I have a friend
Yeah,
that said
but
that too.
it's important. It's an important thing much of the future.
Okay, so I think we're at the approval phase. Can we get a motion to approve the public hearing for 89 Crest Lane?
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve it.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
one down.
now we have to do Nivers Road. Can I get a
Nice.
motion, Ivers Road? Can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
I make a motion to open the public hearing for Nivers Road special use permit.
All in favor?
I
Aye. So I don't know, how brief can we make this then, not to repeat everything?
Well, does anybody?
Are there any comments?
That we, right, that we just didn't have.
Bob, you might be able to get on this one a little better than Crest if you're still there.
All right, hearing no one, seeing no one. Back to the board. Board have any other questions, thoughts for,
Right, we don't, same thing with seeker.
The seeker.
Close the public hearing.
Oh, we didn't close the night.
we closed
did what?
Crest.
Oh, we have to close this one
Yeah,
down.
we
Okay,
have to close Nivers.
make a motion to
Close the public hearing.
Palmer. Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, back to Sequa. We know what we're doing.
So the same thing.
unlisted.
It'd be no, it'd be
No, I mean type 2.
type two.
Take a motion.
Type 2.
Make a motion that it's a type
Make-
2.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. back to, I guess it's time for approval. Can I get a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Uh,
Aye. Okay,
Go
wait a minute.
Wait, the parliamentarian.
The draft notice of intent. Happens from the date of approval to May 31st. Are you positive that that's?
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
yeah.
And we, our schedule only calls for us to be up here for a week, but we had the recommendation, so we're just covered. There's something out of everybody's control. We would just, work with you, notify. I think we're kind of gonna film rain or shine. I think it's more just something that none of us could control, like, government, force majeure type stuff. But, exactly, yeah, so we would, we would work with you all just to notify of the new dates, and then we'd notify the neighbors via the hand letters of the new dates, but hotels are booked, we're coming up, and we, the intention now is to still film on the same days.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll see you on site.
Hope so.
Yeah, good luck.
That'd be nice.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, come on over.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The receipt, the sign.
I don't know why we had to do that twice, but
Two different applications.
yeah.
All around.
Okay, next application. Holland,
Hoyland.
Hoyland,
Yeah.
you do the pronunciation. I'm losing my voice anyway.
Like the maps I was able to pick up today.
Yes, we need maps.
You got a fence on there?
I got a fence on there.
All right.
And a note for the variance from the
Okay.
zoning board.
That's from around.
Doing all 7 of them? Yeah, people wanted to.
Good, thank you.
All right.
God bless.
Here's our finders.
God bless you.
You two,
Yeah, hold on. Sorry.
Fence is up and the surveyor put a note on there.
Wood fence constructed across
Across
asphalt
the
drive.
driveway to separate driveways. So it's permanent fence.
So it's this.
We opened the public, Jay, we opened the public hearing for that.
The public hearing, check the draft box for the draft resolution. I believe that has the date the public hearing was open. January 4th.
Can you find the draft resolution?
Yeah.
Only technical.
Planning board, we got the digital phone now, so now I have to go through application. And, subdivision.
Anybody have any other
application.
comments on the plan? Public hearing's still open before we close it. Anybody on that side of the table, any thoughts, concerns? The only thing, it's not really wrong with the drawing. We require an embossed seal from the surveyor
Is
For the-
that?
for the
so-
maps that I'm gonna sign.
So it needs to be a raised seal?
Yeah.
Is that a Dutchess County thing or, or? 'cause
I think it's an
he
Ankrum.
made it sound like this is how he does all his seals.
No. Well, everything in Ankrum is an embossed seal.
Okay, what if he doesn't do that seal?
You better go buy one.
he doesn't have a re-seal?
He made it sound like stamps are the way he.
We've been doing it this way.
Stamp and sign.
We've been doing it this way forever. So he knew about it and he said this was what he thought.
I emailed him the other day and that's. the response I
Tell him
got.
to go online, order an embossed seal for his license.
So maybe this is what he meant he does until the,
The ones that I'm gonna sign have to have the real seal.
so. I will get that done for a sign one.
Yeah, as soon as you get those to us, after we go through the,
Can I get clarification on where, in the subdivision, like, it does that it requires a lady seal.
I don't have that at my fingertips, but that's always what we've done, so. I don't know. We'd have to go through.
Do we have it? Is it in our zoning stuff?
Or is that a state?
The subdivision regs are a separate. No, it's not state.
It's in the
ag-
subdivision regs?
Gotta be in the
I
subdivision.
had those.
You wanna hang in there, we'll see.
Hang in there. Save me a step.
Subdivision.
About a year.
But I want to make.
Do you have
sure
that, Phil, too, that you might be able to search it quicker?
Well, you know, we've done it every time before.
Is it our subdivision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land subdivision regulations.
Approved plat, it would be under the approved plat description.
Final plat requirements,
Yes.
27. Requirements, number of copies. When officially submitted. Not seeing,
I don't see anything that says, I don't even see anything that's a seal in our zoning at all.
So
Must be them.
this would be sufficient.
Well, we're still looking.
We've done it ever since I've been on the board, so I don't
Is
know.
that just how other surveyors did it, or?
It's always been a requirement that we requested. I mean, I'm going by what we've done historically. If somebody took it out recently or
Yeah, what would it?
But it would say seal.
I don't see, there's the
There should be
word.
something that says seal.
the
We'll
word
look up survey.
The word seal in our,
or certification.
But first, Joe, would you be willing to sign and stamp without the raised seal? If it is approved, would you be willing to do that? And the applicant could have to file it? It may not be a town of Ankrum requirement, it could be a Columbia County requirement.
That's possible. I always thought it was local, but I'll seal it, and if they can't file it. I mean, every surveyor we've done subdivisions with has used the raised and bore seal. This is the first time we're being asked to do it without it, so.
there's Article 5, Section 3. Look at the place there.
Well, let's get past that.
Yeah,
Waste enough time on it.
It's everything else with the survey. Okay.
Seems to be with me. Anybody else have any thoughts?
that was our
comments?
request to have the fence.
Have the fence shown so the driveway's inactive and that's.
And the note for the variance.
it's here.
Oh, yeah,
note
the
for
note
the
for the
variance.
variance.
Section 10 of notes is the variance note.
Rather than an area variance.
No, it says on, it is. in our-
The agriculture. Yeah, that seems to be fine.
It does ask for a seal.
Does,
But doesn't say raised or
Yeah,
embossed.
I think it does say raise.
Is that county?
No, it's town of Akron.
Okay. That could have been in the zoning. code.
There's no way to search this document.
Can you read to us what
In
it's?
my history, any engineered plans that the originals had to have a
I can't find it. It's the problem. It's a 50-page document with no searching capability.
So,
That's the subdivision. Right?
Yeah,
Is that different than what's in the notebook?
Yeah.
I think his thing is say that we want to approve it and if that's required.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Okay, figure out the seal.
I would say if you feel that you can close the hearing, you could potentially.
Yeah, this is a technicality, it has nothing to do with the.
Yeah.
If it's required, it's required.
Yeah.
Well, closing the public hearing starts the clock. Or it starts one of the clocks, so.
You got 62 days to figure out if it has to be a regular race seal.
Yeah, the filing thing here does not say, it says the survey map must be filed and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't say anything about a seal on.
It does somewhere in this. Cause I can find,
Well, you can keep looking for it.
now I'm gonna keep going.
All right, so can we,
You're going to do conditional approval to be filed within.
I can't hear.
Conditional approval to be filed within 15 days or 30 days, so that if it doesn't. If it can't be filed without the raised seal, the planning board would have notice of that at the next planning board meeting.
I think that's a Columbia County thing. I think if we approve it, and that's a procedural thing that the county, if the county doesn't accept it without the raised seal, then you deal with them.
yeah, well, we could
I
ask.
don't think it's us. If we're not finding it in,
It's definitely.
What's the difference between that document and that document?
say that again.
What's the difference between that
He's
document?
looking at the same one. His is on, he's looking at it online.
Search it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's the same document.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can do a search through it better than I'm just,
What, Bill, what document are you on?
It's called land subdivision regs. It says signature and race seal of a professional engineer and of a land surveyor, both registered in New York State. But I can't find the section that actually says that. It's just what I searched. This is.
So it does say that it's in there, we just can't find exactly where it is. It does say raised.
I'm just confused because it doesn't say it in.
It's a.
We haven't found it in.
he says it is in this document. I mean, I haven't read it word for
That's why
word.
I'm confused. If
It's
it's-
hard to find.
Somewhere in this
Would
document.
that be an old one and?
That was 2017, yeah.
Not likely something we would have taken out. It's been.
Well, this is 2023, so I don't know, it is older than this one.
Yeah, but the site, the subdivision regs may have not been touched.
Probably do too.
Well, they're right here. These are the ones. that notice them.
What's the date?
2017.
That's the latest one. There's two different documents. One's the zoning code, one's the subdivision regs. For this, you're following the subdivision regs. For the filing, the zoning, we got passed.
Through the whole thing, but here's the
That's
definition.
where it would be. So
So we can go up conditional and.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
It's a, I'd say, it sounds to me like, I don't know, he's saying it's in the town thing, and he's looking for
Right,
it,
but I
it's a
can't-
town thing.
so let's make a motion. The steel has nothing to do with the approval. It's
Make
what-
it a, I make a motion to approve, what,
If it's in the law. As a requirement. It would.
And then I would need one copy with the seal.
No,
7 or whatever.
Seal 7 with raised seal.
yeah, It depends what you want. I think the county, I don't know what the county requires. They may require more than one.
Okay,
Check with your surveyor. He would know how many, and then they may want you to tell them how many they want returned sealed.
gotcha.
Then that's an official document. I think at least one is gonna land up permanently in the county land records.
Yeah. One would end up there and one would end up here. And
Yeah, and one for you
one for me
or
and then
for whoever.
four in the,
Okay, so. Going back. Close the public hearing. That.
We get a motion to close the public hearing.
I move we close the public hearing.
Second,
All in favor?
I,
Need to do sequel.
we've done that before.
No, we close the public
And
hearing.
then it cuts out right on the.
Sorry,
after, so
right.
under section, dot, 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 You're like.
Seeker right after we could deem the application complete. We're supposed to do that first.
I don't
before we
know.
get to it.
Anything-
I it's supposed to be okay, good, right,
No, this is a subdivision.
yes.
This is a,
So that the
what's a subdivision for the type?
part to.
I mean, again, it definitely says we have to have a raised seal.
Just don't know where it's.
We just don't know where it says it, but it does say it.
Sorry.
So I'll go with that. It's in there somewhere.
We need to we have to say what type for the seeker. We need this printed in front of us.
you do.
This
You're
is
talking about
crazy.
The,
For a subdivision, what type is it for the seeker?
Not a
I
type,
think it was
it's a
type
type 2.
2.
No, those are exempt.
Yeah.
Subdivisions are not exempt. Do we have to pick the type? Can we just say that it's a neg deck, that we're determining a negative declaration? for the seeker?
You should,
Okay. It's unlisted.
You couldn't find the resolution Jay
Right.
spoke about. I don't know if you put it in there.
I know we did not see the resolution. And I think. I need to plug in here soon. Come on. EAF. Ag data, map revised. Memo.
it says if the planning board determines that the preparation of an
Application.
EIS. Plat is not required, the planning board should make its decision by resolution within 62 days after the close of such hearing.
So
I see it in the Dropbox as. Wayland draft subdivision.
which,
Oil and draft. Resolution. I don't know where.
so it's under,
Application.
I'm under Hoyland applications. Yeah, I'm under. It's under Hoyland.
Found it.
Oh,
Boom.
Page.
It's on page 51.
I didn't get to.
Speed reader.
Page 51, section A. 51, hold on,
The one that's 8.
section 4(8)(c).
page-
51.
I'm not seeing page.
8C.
See, signature and raised seal of a professional engineer and land surveyor, both registered in New York State.
I don't know Where you guys are.
Surveyor under section 7208. With the following certification, I hereby certify this map to be substantially correct and in accordance with the accuracy.
There it is.
We need the raised seal.
Need the right seal.
Yeah, we did that 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I found that on my phone.
Yeah, you're
I gave
good.
up at like page 49. I'm like, "Guys, not
You're gonna get a raise.
raised seal, you."
calling it a non-listed action. Is there a motion and a second?
So is that what it is?
Make an motion for unlisted action.
Is that right, Bill? I mean, can you look that up
Yeah,
now?
let's-
Sorry. I still don't see this resolution.
I don't think the resolution.
We're not seeing it on the Dropbox.
Resolution.
You're looking up type,
Application.
no, you're looking up types again for us,
Yeah, look up types.
speaker.
So the draft resolution's there.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is, I see it.
I can also read the draft resolution.
Am I being blind here? Memo,
I didn't see it right first.
subdivision, draft, subdivision.
Maybe you didn't send that revised or something.
This is, well, and I don't know what this is.
Open it. It's
No.
an app. All right, can you read the resolution, Jay, for the record? Please.
On May 2nd, 2024, the Antrim Planning Board reviewed the subdivision application of Christopher Hoyland, hereinafter Hoyland, for applicant for parcel ID 213-1-63 to subdivide the existing lot so as to create two parcels. The parcel is in the agricultural district. Whereas the applicant owns land located at 84 Cotton Hill Road, Antrim, New York, 12502. And whereas the parcel is located in the town agricultural district, parentheses, ag. And whereas the applicant has submitted an application for a subdivision pursuant to Article 3 of the Town of Antrim Land Subdivision Regulations. And whereas on December 5th, 2023, the Town of Antrim Planning Board has determined the application is complete. And whereas on December 5th, 2023, the Town of Antrim Planning Board has determined that subdivision is a minor subdivision. And whereas on December 5th, 2023, the Town of Antrim Planning Board has granted sketch plan approval. And whereas on December 5th, 2023, the Town of Antrim Planning Board has declared themselves as the lead agency for the purposes of environmental review. And whereas on December 5th, 2023, the Town's Planning Board set the public hearing for the Hoyland subdivision for January 4th, 2024 at 7 p.m. And whereas the Town of Antrim Planning Board has provided notice to the public and adjoining property owners of the date for the public hearing on the application, whereas on January 4th, 2024, the planning board opened the public hearing, and whereas the planning board identified a non-conformity with the existing residence on parcel 2. And whereas the applicant was referred to the zoning board of appeals by the zoning enforcement officer, and whereas on March 25th, 2024, the zoning board of appeals conducted a public hearing on the applicant's area variance. And whereas on March 25th, 2024, the zoning board of appeals granted an area variance for 4 feet from the front yard setbacks for the existing residence on parcel 2. Whereas on blank, the Town of Antrim Planning Board has determined the project will have no significant environmental impact. That has not been done. And whereas the plan conforms to the zoning and subdivision ordinance as of the date of this approval, now therefore be it resolved. The Antrim Planning Board has unanimously approved, or however the vote goes, the proposed subdivision plat prepared by dated blank and revised blank and authorized Chair Joe Crockett to sign and stamp the plat. This approval is subject to the applicant filing the approved maps and new deeds with Columbia County within 60 days from the date of this approval. And then it has line for Joe Crockett signed and the date is in.
The date on the plan is revised 4/30/2024.
So do you want to conduct the environmental review?
It says we're supposed to.
Was that in the,
I'm in the New York State subdivision review. So based on the information contained, let's see. The key tool in determining the environmental significance of an action is the environmental, is the EAF. Did we do an EAF for this? We did.
yes, it's on the Dropbox. I'm
So
looking at it.
EAF, okay, so. Based on the information contained in the environmental assessment form, the lead agency must make a determination of significance and potential environmental impacts of the proposed subdivision. Make the determination of significance, the lead agency uses criteria in the SEQA regulation that are indicators of significant adverse impacts to the environment. After considering this information, the lead agency must decide whether the proposed action will or will not have a significant adverse impact on the environment. The determination of significance for type 1 and unlisted actions will result in one of the following: positive declaration, a negative declaration, or a conditioned negative declaration. But that's a determination for type 1 and unlisted. And so is this a type 2?
That's what you have.
That's what we have to figure out.
I thought we did.
I thought it said it was unlisted.
Okay, so if it's unlisted, then if the lead agency determines either that there will be no adverse environmental impacts, or the identified adverse environmental impacts will not be significant, it may issue a neg deck, in which case an EIS need not be prepared. Issuance of a neg deck ends the SEQA process. So this is a neg deck.
Yeah. We're not doing anything.
Yeah, unless
We're
there's,
on a line between. two
Right,
existing
right.
houses.
So this is a total neg deck. So we can say, right,
So,
this,
but then you have to go through the process, you have to. declare the action.
Okay.
You have to answer the 11 questions. If you answer to those 11.
okay, so let's declare it. So let's first declare it an unlisted action.
Get a motion for unlisted action.
Second.
All in favor?
I need someone to make the
Oh,
motion.
he didn't make a motion?
He can't, he's the chairman.
I didn't make,
I make a motion to declare.
I
Okay.
didn't make a motion. I said, could I get?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so I second Palmer's motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unlisted action.
Okay, so now we know it's an unlisted action. Now we gotta find those 11 things, and this is in Nan's checklist.
Right here. Right?
oh, those are that's the part 2.
Yeah.
That's part 2 of the. Yeah,
You want me to pull those up and read them for you?
we have them here. Joe can read them.
What are they?
Thanks.
Will the proposed action create a material conflict with the adopted land use plan or zoning regulations?
No,
Will the proposed action result in a change in the use of or intensity of use of land?
no,
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community?
no,
Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? We don't have
No.
any. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway?
no,
No,
Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities?
no,
Will the proposed action impact existing public-private water supplies
no,
or wastewater treatment utilities? Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historical, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources?
no,
Will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources, wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora, and fauna?
no.
what was the name of that?
That's the part 2 on the seeker.
You found out on the Dropbox?
No,
It's on the
yeah,
bottom of the form.
EAF, it's the EAF,
It's the second part of
the
the form.
short. Oh, there's 2 more.
Yeah.
Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems?
Nope.
Will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health?
Nope. No, based on that. Negative.
Yeah.
Need a motion.
Right.
Need a motion for a
Motion for
negative
a neg-
declaration,
yeah.
please?
Second.
No, nobody made the motion yet.
I make a motion for a
You did.
negative.
Okay, okay.
All in favor?
Yes.
Aye. Is that it, Jay? Other than needing a drawing with a raised seal and
We'll get that.
ask your survey.
What's the name of the file?
The EAF, PDF.
It says applicants EAF PDF.
It's under Nance forms and check.
No, under applications
Oh, under.
and then Hoyland. Am
Oh,
I pronouncing that right? Hoyland.
oh, I see. Yeah.
We need a training on how to use the website.
Very complicated. That's why there has to be so many of us up there.
So then the next step is voting to approve the subdivision, and I would recommend a motion that includes some type of time constraint for the applicant to provide the raise seal.
You said
I
60
don't know why we
days.
have to do that. It has nothing to do with us. It's his responsibility to get back.
But still, you have to approve it with an acknowledgement. It's approved as long as it has the raise seal filed within 60 days. That way, we're not.
You mean a time limit on condition?
But also recall that the condition should be determined to best within the time that the planning board can take an action on it, so that it's not approved by default. Then the new.
Right, so we have 62 days.
Or we can ask for an extension.
So, but just to clarify, we have we closed the public hearing, right?
Yeah.
So we have 62 days. For him to get the condition met? Is that
No,
right?
for us to make a final determination.
Why can't we just approve it on contingent?
Because the planning board can't conduct business if it's not during a public meeting. So the planning board should be able to reconvene.
We can't say it's approved on conditions
So
of,
It is, but then
the
we have to be
background,
conditioned within a certain.
the background that you're missing
have it
is
to me.
there was a conditional approval where the applicant felt that they had met approval, but in meeting the condition of approval, another requirement tested. And they refused for several months to prepare for the work after the requirement. So I would think that the planning board should like that experience.
so just because I'm learning how we do things here. You can't say this is approved based on the raised seal documents being filed within 60 days. Therefore, if those are not filed, it is then not approved.
I think you have 180 days to file.
That's not the point, though.
Information that it's been filed. How is that filing met? When is that filing met?
Wait, hold on. We're getting, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. All we need, right? Is to get the raised seal and then our business. With the oil is done, right? Is that?
So then we can't approve it until we get the raise seal.
No, we've done that.
I'm saying that you can conditionally approve it, but you have to be very, very careful about what the condition is. And it should be stated during this meeting so that it's very clear whether it's met.
So why don't we just say within 62 days?
This- I'm
Says
lost,
approved
I'm
if
sorry.
and only if appropriate documentation with raised seal is filed within 62
62
days
Lost the agenda.
per the
My
state.
question, not to prolong this, is what if his surveyor refuses to get the raised seal? And
Then
he
it's
can't
not
get it,
It's not approved.
then this whole thing goes void.
I believe he has 180 days to file it with the county. There's two separate numbers.
But we only
After
care about our,
180 days.
we only care about our,
Right.
we only care about our 62 days, right?
So you would have to
What's the difference between the raised seal and the stamp?
show proof of an original document. Like, anybody can forge a stamp and color copy. The raised seal proves, original documentation.
And you
from
have
that
to,
engineer.
Not anybody can just,
This is what, this has been doing. You get stamped plans, you get stamped engineer drawings. It's just a common practice,
okay,
throughout that,
Nobody's
Okay.
changing those
I
plans.
mean, somebody could get a counterfeit raised seal, but in order to get the raised seal produced, you have to give them a copy of your license.
But it's just, it's a common practice to,
Okay.
any original documents gotta have.
I mean, I'm gonna reach out to him tonight, so.
Yes,
It's
tell
like
him
corporate
it's
documents
required,
too. They use the raised seal.
I'm surprised he doesn't, because most,
Yeah, it's gonna be done. Maybe he
engineers.
does and he didn't want that. But-
No, he would have done it.
Almost
Like,
engineers, they also have their plans.
Okay, so
We have two options. We either wait until you get that and then approve it, or you approve it conditionally.
yeah, I could sign it as soon as he brings the maps with the raised seal. So that makes it easier on everybody.
Yeah.
We don't have to waste a month, him to come back, to open the thing, so. However, you can conjure up an approval that covers whatever we want to cover.
so what do we say, Jay? We say that we're conditionally approving it?
Based on
Good.
the
And then it'll be signed once
Okay,
the rate.
so I'm working on the draft resolution, not in Dropbox. Okay, what is the condition?
That we get a raised seal document within 62 days.
Or Joe doesn't sign it until he gets the,
Right.
it's approved, but Joe's not gonna sign it until he gets. the
Right,
rate
right.
seal.
Yeah.
He has nothing until I sign the map because he can't go to the county.
Not going anywhere unless he signs it, so he's only gonna sign it if there's a rate seal.
Who is we?
We in terms of
The planning.
the planning. board. How did we get into it?
You just said we.
Yes, the planning board, the planning board. The planning board conditionally approves this. With the condition that we get a raise.
The planning board gets,
No, that Joe receives the original document with the raised
Stamp.
stamp, signed, sealed, delivered. Within 62 days.
Hopefully, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I'll make sure.
Yeah, I think we gotta do it,
Yeah.
How many copies you want, Joe?
We just need one.
One copy.
Once you guys trying to get more.
I would
Right.
get more just.
Yeah.
We gotta give the county.
We gotta go back to him and ask him more.
There's a requirement, there's a requirement.
These are gonna be the last.
So how things go.
so that.
I had to deal with Long Island and their codes and stuff, so. Believe me, this is cakewalk compared to. Compared to Long Island and stuff.
Okay, we done? We gotta, what else we gotta do?
Really got the-
We haven't even voted, we
We have
haven't
to vote
made a
to
motion
approve
on
it,
that.
right?
That's our condition.
They'll be amazing.
Someone needs to make a motion to approve it based on the condition as stated. I don't,
I'm halfway through writing the condition. Here, the planning board receives.
7.
Now, can we get those copies he has us not on hand stamped?
No,
It doesn't say, where does it say 7?
If they'll do the raised thing on it, that's up to the surveyor to.
Where does it say 7?
Oh, yes, can he raise seal these?
You should be able to.
Is it, you know,
Oh,
what we
That's a
gave,
good point.
so it would be on camera then?
Yeah. You charge.
Yeah, he could put it next to
Oh,
it.
God, so it does say 7. Oh, yeah, just copy it.
Yeah.
I'll just have them stamp these.
And it should say final plat.
Yeah,
So it is 7.
yeah, it's 7, I don't know.
And there's one more here.
I don't know, that's-
It's so difficult.
Oh, you want, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
took
I'm
one.
gonna have them stamp these.
Sorry. I'm full of it already.
There it is.
Thank you.
I'll put the stamp on it.
But we still waiting for a motion about the clean to
Well, yeah, because.
You know, I'm so tired. I've been here all day. 4:30.
Feels like,
Oh, for the.
That
34. Were you?
the information.
Oh, they didn't see this. We need one copy still. But you need it here still for.
oh,
I'll take it. I got it back.
I'm gonna take it back, but you just need it for a minute.
Oh, for a minute.
it's only on loan.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Why do we have it for a minute?
The chair of the planning board receives the 7 copies with the raised seal. Raised stamp, however, or raised seal is what it says in our
Right,
paperwork.
signature and raised seal of the. And that's it.
Okay, so who was the surveyor?
Richard Sardo. And he's the PE also. You both,
You did everything, so. What's the P?
the professional engineer.
Yeah, the,
Yeah, subdivisions only should be signed by surveyors. Engineers are not competent to do subdivision.
It's just, I'm just reading what it says in our.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you the
What
law.
was the last name of?
sorry, that's the RDO.
What is the
Gotta get this done.
date of the survey?
The revised date is 4/30/2024. Revision date.
We could merge it all. I don't know. It's like we've done this before.
Date is 6/15/2023.
Story.
Oh, okay.
I thought I
Those
knew.
DAs on, Denver.
Me too.
I left my house at 6:30.
This morning?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Where you been?
These are the ones who buy
My
them.
office is in Ormond. I'm building a house in Danbury and I gotta go past that on the way to the office. There's delays of even longer.
Okay, what's the time limit that you're deciding on?
62 days.
Of the date of this approval.
What's the what?
Yes. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah,
From
and the date of its approval.
today.
Yeah.
Right, we said it's a week, well, 62 o'clock starts.
Mhm.
Because we closed up.
So what happens if this condition is?
Self-destructs.
Null and void. He has to come back before the board.
Right, because it doesn't have an approval.
Back to this meeting again.
Right.
Isn't that your problem?
So I think you gotta call this back tonight.
I'll drive over there.
Yeah, right. But for a key and a survey not to have a raised stamp is very.
Probably broke from overuse.
Well, Jeff's contemplating suicide.
Or killing us. More likely. Yeah. Isn't here.
Turn it to the next board meeting, and just be dropped off here.
Drop it off, yeah.
Bring him here.
Okay, so can I get a motion for conditional approval?
I move that we,
But we did that.
application conditionally,
Second.
Wait,
On-
the planning board,
what is the condition?
that the, Joe would.
Whatever you put in the thing.
Survey with
The
the
chair
radio.
of the planning board shall receive 7 copies of a stamped plat within 62 days of the date of this approval with the reseal.
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you.
Great. More.
Okay, so the motion with that,
They get a motion.
Yes, Palmer,
Yes, so-
that was, I thought that was Palmer's motion.
we'll say the condition.
A motion that the chairman of the planning board receives 7 copies of the plat with a raised seal within 62 days.
This is like a mind trip, my.
Okay, second.
I'll second it.
I made it.
All in favor?
I,
It's unanimous.
Yeah.
Seven, yeah. You're officially in.
Not fun.
no, Tom's,
This is
No,
not
he can't
fun.
vote.
oh, can't vote if he's on there, oh, so you're.
He can't vote.
I haven't voted the whole time.
Oh, gee.
Yes, you have.
No, I wasn't, no. I wasn't roll call.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
No, she won't.
No, she was appointed.
Still have a quorum, still have.
We're-
We do. We're fine.
Not split hairs here.
Like we have been all night.
Yes,
Yes.
make a motion for, well, we did it, right?
We did it, right?
Done.
Yeah, we made our motion.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
No, we made our motion for
You
him.
can't have it.
Have that back to you as soon as possible.
Bucks, $2 for that.
It is actually 4.
4. You're getting ripped off.
Yes.
Okay, we have one. Did we torture you enough tonight?
It's been very entertaining.
I'm glad, because.
Hasn't been for us.
Yeah.
I think it's been go right after the movie. It just, the movie guy, that was really fun. I want to stop. Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
We don't get enough of those.
For sure. So we're back. I can send it for the arts. Can I go? Is it okay to go?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes. So I think we just had a couple amendments to our site plan. Which
Yes.
Were submitted to you guys.
And I looked at the drawing. The drawings are okay. So I think we need a final.
What was our, can you remind us what the revisions
The
were?
main one was really that the variances were not notated as it.
Oh, right. Right.
We wanted
Right,
this
we
to
needed that
say,
on there.
we wanted this to say deck or something.
And the structure of the porch was, had been referred to as a patio, and it's actually a wooden.
Oh, that's right. It was a, yes.
So we cleaned it.
Okay, so that was it? That was all we asked for? Good, somebody can remember.
Well, I went back to the video.
Oh, good. Oh, good. And you could hear everybody and it worked okay? Yeah. I know you can turn on,
Good night, guys.
good night, thank you.
Long way.
You
These are
can-
the drawings.
Um,
The revised.
so where are we in procedure wise here? We asked for revision.
So that was. If you check the map, you can confirm that the environmental review. Was. Yeah, they had. The area where it's supposed to be. So like that's the map.
Variances are spelled out, so. So just needs final approval. We did sequel. Is that what you're saying? Do you have resolution or we just,
I need to read it.
yes, please. Holding out on this thing, come on.
Make you sit up closer.
Midnight, I gotta get four. It's in between for the dogs.
On May 2nd, 2024, the Antrim Planning Board reviewed the special use permit application of the Antrim Occupied Studio Inc. Here and after AOE minutes or for parcel ID 205.3-1-57.
They do put some on.
I'm sorry.
If I read it, they're not going to be able to hear, in the recording if there's conversation. Here and after AOH annex or applicant for parcel ID 205.3. To operator performing arts school, the parcel is in the Ankrum Hamlet Business Residential District, AH-B/R, whereas the applicant owns land located at 1326 County Route 7, Ankrum, New York, 12502, and whereas the parcel is located in the town's Ankrum Hamlet Business Residential District, AH-B/R, and whereas the applicant has submitted an application for special use pursuant to Article 3 of the Town of Ankrum zoning law, and whereas on March 7th, 2024, the Town of Ankrum Planning Board has determined the application is complete, and whereas on March 7th, 2024, the Ankrum Planning Board determined the action was a type 2 action not requiring environmental review. And whereas on March 7th, 2024, the town's planning board set the public hearing for the AOH annex for April 4th, 2024, at 7:05 p.m. And whereas the town's Ankrum Planning Board has provided notice to the public and the adjoining property owners of the date for the public hearing on the application. Whereas on March 25th, 2024, the Town of Ankrum Zoning Board of Appeals granted a front yard and side yard variance, and whereas on April 4th, 2024, the Ankrum Planning Board held a public hearing on the application, and whereas the plan conforms to the zoning ordinance as of the date of this approval. Now therefore be it resolved, the Ankrum Planning Board has unanimously approved the proposed and that. The proposed special use permit application. You want me to say prepared by?
Whatever's in the resolution, read
What?
whatever's in the resolution.
Well, I have.
He's
blank.
writing it.
Blanks, yeah.
After architecture?
Sure.
Yeah, after ACK ERT.
What's the date?
The last revision is 10/4/24.
April 11th.
April 10th,
April 11th.
Yeah.
April
11th,
No,
the 10th.
four,
No, it's the
10/24.
Look up at top at the
11th. It's right,
revisions.
so it's a giant.
On the right side.
No, that's gonna be well, it should be.
That's,
revision.
That's-
just giving a history.
That's the planning board review,
Yeah, yeah. This is the actual.
April 11th.
This is the actual date of it.
Okay,
Supposed to be in the revision.
that's revisions. That should, whatever date, pick one.
Prepared by after architecture revised April 4th, or
April 11th.
April 11th, 2024, and authorize Chair Joe Crockett to sign and stamp. Technically,
Some places.
you want it
This, yeah,
written
it's not
as
original.
the site plan,
Copy. What was the question?
you want it written as the site plan.
Trying to see what it's titled. It says
The
title.
title
sheet.
sheet, oh, there's a site plan.
Does it say site plan?
Yeah, it says
somewhere?
Site plan.
Site plan.
Okay, so declare Joe Crocco Chair, Penn Venture Planning Board. Dated. Both eyes.
No, we did not have conditions. We got,
I mean, motion for approval.
Can I get a motion to approve the site plan for?
Motion
Yes,
to approve for AOH,
second,
Special use permit application.
special use permit application.
second,
second,
A second.
all in favor?
I,
Aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
yay! Where's the balloons and the confetti? I know.
Okay, you want these drawings for the record for the file?
Yeah, when it's done.
You gave me one.
So you have to sign something? You have to sign.
I said that.
Just to sign the stamp.
Yeah, I gotta.
Here's two. How many copies do you need for him?
Of course, they took it away.
Oh, you received
Hey, Phil. Here. Well, we got four.
Yeah.
You just had another copy. Like some raised, time to read deal. Got a rubber band.
Okay, we're done. Minutes.
Minutes.
Hold on, everybody.
You guys got a rubber band? Got a rubber?
I don't,
Oh, come on. Somebody has one on their wrist.
I have a fat side. I'll play fucking work. It's not good.
I don't know if I have any in here.
Usually have one on my.
How about a paper clip? Would that work?
Better than nothing. Aaron's walking through our bag of trash.
You never know what's in here.
Never know. Hair of string, piece of string.
Here, Justin.
I'm not seeing a rubber band, sorry.
What, Jay?
Did everyone have a chance to
Good luck, good luck with it.
Well,
the February 1st minutes?
I didn't know there were any that could be read.
They can send out.
There's that.
I wasn't here either. I was absent from February.
Yeah, and I wasn't here in March.
Can we do it next month?
No, we put it off 2-3 months already. We need to do it.
Oh, okay.
We need to do it.
Yes.
Are there any further?
Oh,
No.
no,
We approved the February minutes.
Motion to accept.
That's what we're doing now.
I know.
make a motion to approve February minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. There's March and April. You don't have anything on March and April, Jay? Is that what you're?
We adjourn?
Oh, boy.
We have to make an emotion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're off the air.
Okay.
Aye.